Hey friends, here we are. This is Disney 2012, Volume 2, and here we go. This paper is from EK Success. The title is from the Ellie Studio. Let me show you. They're Disney inspired. This is called the Title Builder, Volume 6, Simply Magic. And I also have the dies for it cuts out some of the words, not all of them. And here is a Paige Evans cut file, and I backed it like the photo. I like to do that. It brings more of the story onto the page. Yes, I'm one of those scrapbookers that match paper with photos or clothing or whatever that's in the page. And this is more of, it's a small world. And my daughter loved this ride, so I made sure to include all the pictures that I took. And here is my daughters with their ears. And this is a mix of Queen and Company paper and title. This is a felt title. And Simple Stories Main Street. And here is Pinocchio. This is from a Cricut. It's called Disney Classics. And the background papers are, the yellow star is from Magical Adventure. And this star is from Simple Stories, one of their travel collections. I purchased a kit from Not Just for Boys Club. It was their Disney inspired one, and this was one of the papers that was in it. Peter Pan's Flight. This was from the Neverland, I believe, collection from Echo Park. The title is from the Disney Classic Cricut set. The Flight is a scrapbook.com alpha die. One of their, it's a serif font. The way you can tell a serif with a sans serif is the serif has the little hooks on the end, and sans serif are usually rounded or straight. It doesn't have any little fancy points on the ends. This is the Carousel, and this paper is actually from the Practically Perfect Mary Poppins inspired from Cartabella, and the Sweet and Magical, that is also from that kit, as well as the horse. This is a mashup of Main Street, Say Cheese #2, and actually the sword and the stone, and the horn with the banner for the titling, the journaling block, is from the new collection from Simple Stories called At the Park, and this is fantasy, At the Park Fantasy. And a lot of the theming for At the Park is Disneyland inspired. So some of the ephemera pieces, and even on the foam stickers, they're geared towards Disneyland, but I incorporated the ones that the pictures that I didn't take this go around in 2022. So I used the sword because for some reason we just never got to. We got there, it's just we never took a picture. It was always crowded when we went around there. The parks were very, very crowded when we went in August, even though it was 990 degrees. So this is EK Success paper, and as well as the dress and the coordinating little stickers, that the 3D stickers that go with this collection. My daughter Faith, this is her absolute favorite princess, and I used some stickers from a Disney princess planner book that had actually Aurora on it, so to bring home the idea that it's Aurora, not just her dress, because there's no head, as well as there's no head in the picture in the photo. So, and here's Adventure Awaits. This is Adventureland. This was actually a 12 by 12 piece, and I cut it in half, and the top is on this side, the bottom's on this side. The flowers here create a visual triangle. This is a die set that I got from Hobby Lobby by Momenta, and it came with all the little leaves, and it was perfect for this. The tikis are from the Simple Stories at the Park adventure, and as well as the house. I incorporated some of the ephemera from those from that collection. Well, there's 4 different collections with photos that the ephemera that I used in this book I didn't need for the new book, so I hope that makes sense. And Jungle Cruise, like the papers, I have spent, like I said, numerous years collecting, and when I found papers, or a lot of these background papers are actually from old kits of Scarlet Lime by Christy Tomlinson, and she had this knack of creating kits of nothing but pattern paper and everything coordinated, and you know, those kits really inspired me to use pattern paper, and you know, I really developed a love of using pattern because of those kits. So these papers are from that. The Jungle Cruise is a sans serif font from scrapbook.com, and I just layered it a couple times and then popped it up. This paper is from one of the scrapbook.com little A2 pads of different colors, and I just thought it went perfectly with the teal in the background and in this brown paper here. Here we are at Aladdin's Carpets, and this background paper is from scrapbookcustoms.com, and it's Jasmine inspired. It has a background, has the castle of Jasmine. Magic is from that from this stamp set from Ellie Studio, and the wood veneer pieces are from a kit that I got from Shadney on Etsy. She makes wood veneer, all kinds of wood veneer, and she has a Aladdin little kit that's really cute. So these 3 pieces are from that. The Cinderella's Wishing Well. This was a monochromatic page inspired by a little mini class that I took from Chamel, and I used different castle stamps from different Disney inspired kits that I have from Studio Calico, as well as Ellie Studio, and I made my own background, and I love it. Some of these stickers are from an old EK Success Cinderella kit that I had, and this blue paper here is from the Disney, one of the Disney Cricut princess pads that I had. This is an old Imaginess princess paper, and I used the labels from Ellie's Studio. I just love these. I also have the Corvine dies that go with it, and what's great about them is that you can stamp it in any color you need. And all the inks that I used for these are Tim Holtz Distress Oxides. So it just worked perfectly. The background is also Distress Oxide in different blues. And here we are with the castle again. I just couldn't get enough of the castle. This is the back of the castle. It was getting dusk out. And the new Fantasyland sign, this was 2012, so they had just started construction on that part of the park. And all of this paper is from Main Street by Simple Stories. And I wanted to show you, sorry for that. This journaling block here is actually from a agenda album, and this is what the full sheet looks like, and I just cut it down. And then this side I cut up to throughout the book, and these really came in handy. And it's got the Mickey and Minnie. So when I had a lot to write, I just cut one of those. And then this one goes all the way down. So Winnie the Pooh, this paper's from Cricut, and this is just the flip side of that side. And this is one of those Queen and Company, it was a whole kit that I got. And this is from Cricut also, the Pooh and Friends, I think with 100 Acre Wood. And the background is one of the colored cardstocks from Main Street. And here we are with the light show. This is the illumination. Once it gets dark, the castle turned different colors. This was like maybe half an hour before the light show started. Did it start doing that? And the tea party. This is Alice in Wonderland from Echo Park, that collection. And Dumbo. This Dumbo here is from the Simple Stories at the Park Fantasy, and his hat is green, like the green on the sword, and I colored it with alcohol ink first, an alcohol marker, and then I glitterified it, and I really like how that turned out. And then Barnstormer. This is a mash of that Simple Stories Say Cheese 2 kit. My youngest daughter hated this ride, or loved this ride, I should say. My oldest hated it. And when we got out, the cast member gave us a bunch of the little Mickey stickers. You know, because he felt bad that one girl was laughing and the other one was crying. And here's more of that light show that's on. This was at the very beginning of the fireworks. And, you know, I picked the camera that I had at the time for this. Didn't really take very good night photos, so I ended up just picking the best ones. And here's more of the light show. My little one, she passed out. She missed the fireworks completely. And here's some of the fireworks. These were the best. Like I said, my camera wasn't very good at night. This is one of my favorite photos of my mom and my daughter Faith. In the backdrop, you can hardly see it, but it's Mickey and Minnie as a topiary. And because this was at the tail end of the Flower and Garden Festival, and then you see the castle in the background. And this is a photo from the Magic Pass, the photo pass. So this is day 2, Animal Kingdom, and I used the same leaves from that kit, the Momenta die set that I have with the little hibiscus flowers. I use that throughout this. The papers and everything are from Bo Bunny. It's a safari kit that I've had for years, and it blended well with the Animal Kingdom. I like to mix and match papers, not so much, especially with a travel book. I like to, instead of using the same paper throughout, which gets kind of boring, I like to mix and match and go more of the theming of the day. So this is Safari because we were in Animal Kingdom. This is a die cut, a cut file, I mean, from Etsy. And each of the days I have like the day and then travel log and then the date. And that was from a travel tab stamp from Ellie Studio. I love their little wordy bit tab stamps. And there's the Tree of Life. And I just loved the Tree of Life. I really, as we're winding down through to go to Bug's Life, I took a bazillion pictures. And I really had to pare down some of the photos because I should have actually made a 6x12 flap here, but I didn't. And here's Bug's Life. This is another cut file that I got off of Etsy. And these 3 photos here I didn't take. I only took this one, and the other ones that I took didn't come out. So Google to the rescue, and I found photos that went with the story that I was trying to tell. And you know, it's okay to use Google like that. You know, this is going in your personal album. You're not selling anything. And that's how I get some of my photos that, you know, that are relative to the story. I wouldn't do them for all, obviously. You know, you got to take pictures. But if you find that you really want to tell a story and you don't have enough photos, Google's a good resource for that. And here's Asia. And these are coordinating papers. And I don't know where I got them. Probably from one of those Scarlet Lime kits, like I said. I just kind of hoarded paper that I thought would go with Epcot and with travel, and I had a whole stack of papers, and actually I used pretty much all of them in these books, which I was really happy about. And this is from that Bo Bunny kit. The card here is actually a Becky Higgins Project Life card set. It was a zoo set, and it just blended beautifully with this kit. And there's the Yeti. This was another cut file that I got from Etsy. And these papers somebody gave me, and it just blended beautifully with the mountains of Everest. And this was just a flip. This is the A side of the paper, and this is the B side of the paper, and it worked beautifully. This background here is actually an old basic gray. I love basic gray. I still have some. I hoard it. And here we are, Nemo. This paper pack is one of the die cut with a view. It's a under the sea type thing that I use for a Baltimore aquarium, a few pages in a book for my oldest daughter, and I've been slowly using it up. And Nemo and his friends, they're from a Cricut set. I think it's the best of Pixar, I believe it's called. And Dino Land. This paper here is from the dinosaur collection from Cartabella. And I just loved the color scheme plus the little fun dinosaurs. This red and white checkered paper is actually a doodlebug paper, one of the farm papers, and I liked to mimic, you know, like I said, in the shirt. So I thought that was fun. Here, Triceratops Spin. That is a cut file from Etsy as well, and I just brought the same polka dot dinosaur paper across here, and I thought it was just, you know, it's fun and simple. And I took this fun red and white check and I used it as the hidden Mickey on this page to tie the two together. And on Africa, this is, like I said, one of those papers I had in my stash, and I created a tag using the stickers from the 12x12 sticker sheet for this Bo Bunny kit. That's where this arrow and these two little, it's an elephant and giraffe came from. And then the background is actually the background stamp that goes with this kit and stamped in oxide ink, which I thought was fun. And then I just inked the, believe this is Crackling Campfire. And then I used Ground Espresso, which is my absolute favorite brown in ink and in oxide. That's my favorite brown. Thank you, Tim Holtz, for that. And here I used the same little stickers again in that kit. And yeah, we really enjoyed Rafiki's Planet Watch, though my daughter Faith didn't like Rafiki, and Emily wouldn't even go near him. And here is the Safari. This is, again, another cut file from Etsy. And I love layering little bits. And because I had so much stuff, I was able to really just go wild with it. And just the, you know, layering the simple, I used the same color yellow and the green in the cut file as I did up here. So it all came together. And here are all the animal photos. And this here is the cardboard backer for some old Prima flowers that I had, that I used up. And I loved the backers. And it actually, this is the flip side of it, actually has little lines for, you know, and then there's little leaves. That's what the little white is, they're leaves. And I thought this green color just tied in beautifully with the photos. So I just cut off the barcode. Actually, I cut more than that because I didn't need the whole thing. The original backer was probably like 6 inches, so I only needed a little bit. So it worked perfectly. And the last page of this album is the part close. And I really wanted to document this. This was us going back on the tram, going back to the parking lot, because this was the only day that my dad stayed with us through the whole day. Now, of course, Animal Kingdom closes early, so it wasn't like, you know, it was a late night. But it was well worth documenting, because he was able to hang with us the whole time. So, and that is volume 2, and I thank you so much for tuning in today. If you like this content, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.